Good morning, everyone. You're joining AdaDeranaEducation, the English Council Phase 3, and it's Friday. Yes. So we were talking about present continuous tense and non-action verbs. For many of us, non-action verbs, what are these non-action verbs? Yes. These verbs cannot dance a lot like the action verbs. Action verbs can pick an action එක. Non-action verbs කියන අපිට දැනෙන, අපි විශ්වාස කරන, අයිතිය ඔය වගේ ගැන කියන verbs ටිකක්. මේ ඔක්කොම verbs උනාට හැම verb එකම ඉංග්‍රීසි වල තියෙන දඟලන්න බෑ හැම verb එකටම. Right? ඉතින් හැම verb එකටම දඟලන්න බෑ කියන එක තමයි මේ non-action verbs කියලා කියන්නේ. So we are talking about these non-action verbs under present continuous and simple present tense. මොකද මේ non-action verbs සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි simple present වලම තමයි තියන්නේ. And present continuous වලට ඊයොත් සමහර verbs think have වගේ verbs සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම තේරුම වෙනස් කරනවා මේ verbs දෙකේ think and have වල. So now we're going to do an activity. So if you missed any of our episodes on TV, you can watch us on YouTube. AdaDeranaEducation, the English Council playlist is Phase 3. You can watch all our lessons every day on YouTube. Mostly by evening they upload the videos. So if you miss it on TV, watch it and do the activities with me to practice the grammar rules and also to know why you do this and do that. Right? Okay. So look at the screen. We are still on action verbs and non-action verbs and also on present progressive tense and simple present tense. So you already know that. So this is a revision. Let's give them the screen. Simple present is all about, look at the screen. Yeah. Simple present is all about actions that are always true and actions which happen repeatedly. And we always use simple present tense to talk about these things. Actions that are always true and actions that happen repeatedly. And with adverbs of frequency and time words like every day, every morning, every night, we use the simple present tense. And also the present progressive tense. So these tenses are like two brothers. Sometimes you cannot clearly see the difference if you're a person who translates Sinhala to English directly. You won't see a clear difference when you are translating. So you really need to pay attention to the time words and the meaning of the tense you are trying to give and the other words around the sentence. So this is what we are going to now do as an activity. We actually did a lot of activities earlier as well, but today also we are going to finish the week with some activities to practice the same concept. So present progressive tense or present continuous tense, look at the screen. It's all about, you're talking about an action happening now. So it's about now. It's happening now and happening around now, right? Around now. That is these days. It's temporary. It's not permanent. It's not repeatedly happening. Just about it. Is not shining. Is wearing. Am playing. When you use the present progressive tense, it's all about it's temporary action. It's happening now, or the time is peaking, or it's happening these days, right? Okay. So now I'm going to give you a kind of an advanced activity. Let's try to do it. Let's try to understand the whole concept around the revision part. Look at the screen. Now you need to say whether the sentence is right or wrong. I'm going to show you a sentence one by one. We are going to discuss. You are going to tell me whether it is right or wrong. So this is a very good activity for the little ones as well to revise the grammar rules. If you have little ones or children who are doing O-levels and A-levels, this will help them in writing as well. So you can ask them to watch this lesson on YouTube because most probably they are in school at the moment. So ask them to watch this. But today is not today. So they can watch us on YouTube and learn from it, right? Okay. So spot it if it is wrong. If it is right, you can say it's right. Look at the screen. I have two examples shown on the screen. I don't know your telephone number, whether it is correct or wrong. I don't know. Yeah. All the concepts are here. Now you have non-action verbs, present progressive, simple present. I don't know. Correct or wrong? Hari neda. I don't know because no cannot be knowing. When I am not knowing your telephone number. Can you tell like that? I'm not knowing? No. Ekko dannawa, ekko danne naha. Can you remember when we were talking about non-action verbs? Dannawa. Dannawa is not an action you do. It's just dannawa, what you feel, what you experience, what you sense, right? Danane deyak. Dannawa, danne naha. I know or I don't know. So yes, it's correct. I don't know is correct. Second one, look at the second sentence. Please don't make so much noise. Please don't make so much noise. මේ කරුණාකරලා ඔච්චර සද්ද කරන්න එපා. දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ එකනේ සද්ද කරන හින්දානේ යා කියන්නේ නේ. Please don't make so much noise. I study. මේ underline කරලා තියෙනවා ඔයා හරි ගස්සන්න ඕනේද නැද්ද කියලා තීරණය කරන්න ඕනේ verb එක. Please don't make so much noise. I study. Can you say I study? I study is what you repeatedly do, what you always do. සද්ද කරන්න එපා. මම මේ පාඩම් කරන ගමන් ඉන්නේ. එහෙම සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ හැබැයි මම පාඩම් කරනවා. දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ වෙන්නේ if you're a person who translates I am studying the I studied දාන්නේ. ඔන්න එනවා අපි ඉගෙන ගත්ත ඒවා මේ සුමානේ පුරාවටම. Look at the screen. So I study is wrong because මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයා පාඩම් කරන හින්දානේ ඔයා කෙනෙක් සද්ද කරන්න එපා කියලා. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔයා සාමාන්‍ය ජීවිතේ පාඩම් කරනවා නම් I study මේ මිනිස්සු කෑ ගැහුවයි කියලා ඔයාට ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැනේ. ඉතින් ඔයා මේ වෙලාවේ පාඩම් කරන හින්දායි ඔයාට ඔක ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So please don't make noise. I am studying. Look at the screen. So I study. Study is wrong. It should be am studying. Okay, you understand? Okay, now I'm going to show you some sentences. You need to say whether it is right, the underlined verb, right or wrong. If it is wrong, you need to correct it accordingly. Look, pay attention to each word. Pay attention to each word in the sentence. Look, somebody is climbing that tree over there. Look, look, somebody is climbing. Climbing or climbs? මේ දෙකේ මොකක්ද එන්න ඕනේ කියලානේ ඔයා තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. කියන්න ඕනේ. හරිද වැරදිද is climbing? What do you think? Yes, it's correct. It's right. This is right because මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයාට පේන හින්දානේ ඔයා කියන්නේ somebody is climbing. Somebody is climbing that tree over there. Look. බලන්න මේ වෙලාවේ look. Look is මේ වෙලාවේ. Second one. Can you hear those people? What do they talk about? මෙන්න verbs දෙක. බලන්න හරියද කියලා? Can you hear those people? Can you hear? මේ ඔයගලන්ට ඒගොල්ලෝ ඇහෙනවද? Can you hear those people? What do they talk about? Do they talk? හරිද? Do talk හරිද? Do talk is like something repeatedly do, right? What do they talk about? Every day. ඒගොල්ලෝ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මොනවා ගැනද හැමදාම කතා කරන්නේ? Is it about action which is happening every day? Look at the screen. No. Can you hear those people? මේ අර මිනිස්සුන් ඇහෙනවද ඔයාට? මොනවාද ඒගොල්ලෝ කතා කරන්නේ? මොනවාද ඒගොල්ලෝ කතා කරන්නේ? What are they talking about? So second one is wrong. It should be what? What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Right? What are they talking? වෙන්න ඕනේ. මොනවාද ඒගොල්ලෝ කතා කරන්නේ? මේ වෙලාවේ කතා කරමින් ඉන්නේ. නැත්නම් ඔයා කියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ නේ ඇහෙනවද කියලා. Next one. Are you believing God? Are you believing in God? මෙන්න verbs දෙක. Are you believing in God? ගොඩක් අය මේ කරන වැරද්දක්, right? So this is a common mistake. අපි සමහර වෙලාවට කෙනෙක්ගෙන් අහනවා ඔයා එයාක විශ්වාස කරනවද? විශ්වාසය is not an action. You need to understand that this is not an action. It's a non-action. It's a non-action even though it is a verb. It is a non-action verb. Non-action. ඒක දඟල ඉන්නේ. යාට හිම දඟල ඉන්න බෑ. එක්ක විශ්වාස කරනවා නැත්නම් විශ්වාස කරන්නේ නැහැ. So usually when you have believe, you say, do you believe in God? So this is wrong. And you have to say, do you believe? Do you believe? Don't say, are you believing? ගොඩක් අය කියනවා. No. Do you believe? Look, that man tries to open the door for your car, of your car. Look, අර බලන්න අර මනුස්සයා ඔගේ කාර් එකේ දොර අරින්න බලනවා. What you see now, you see it. එතකොට tries the or trying නෙමෙයිද? That man tries to open the car. Tries to open කියන්නේ හැමදාම එයා කරන දෙයක්. Okay. ඒක මොකද look කියලා පෙන්නන්නේ. හැමදාම කරනවා. No, you can just ignore. නෑ යා අන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. Look at the screen. Try can be an action verb. So look, that man tries to open the door of your car. So this is also wrong. Is trying. It should be is trying. Yeah, utsaha karana. It's trying to open the door of your car. Next one. The moon goes around the earth. The moon goes around the earth. Handa පෘථිවිය වටේ යනවා. The moon goes around the earth. Is it something true? ඒක trueද? ඇත්ත එකක්ද? Look at the screen. Yeah, you know that it's true. All the time it's true, right? ලෝකේ අනිත් පැත්ත පෙරෙල්ල ඔක්කොම ලොකු වෙනසක් කළා ආපහු ලෝකේ හැදුනොත් it'll like change. I don't know. So the moon goes around the earth is right. ඒක හරිනේ. ඉතින් ඒක වා කියන්න ඕනේ the moon is going around the earth කියලා කියන්න ඕනේ going දාන්න ඕනේ මොකද මේක it's always true. It's always true. What are you thinking about my idea? What are you thinking about my idea? So I would say this is right and wrong both. What are you thinking about my idea? But there is a correct answer. හොඳට හිතන්න මම break එකේදී දෙන්නම්. What are you thinking about my idea? Let's say you present your idea to a group. ඊළඟට ඔයා අහනවා what are you thinking about my idea? Oh, okay. Are you asking for an opinion? Opinion එකක් ගැන දහන්නේ නැත්නම් මම මේ වෙලාවේ හිතන දේ ගැන දහන්නේ. ඒ ඔස්සේ හිතන්න හිතලා බලන්න thinking කියන එක හරියද මෙතනට? think ට පුළුවන් thinking වෙන්න. මතකයි නේ මං කියනවා. think ට thinking වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. මොකද think, opinion, thinking just at this point. Wondering. ඒ කියන්නේ මම හිතමින් හිටියේ කියන meaning එක. So I'll see you after the break. මේක ගැන හිතලා එන්න. Welcome after the break, and you are joining AdaDeranaEducation, the English Council. What are you thinking about my idea? Or what do you think about my idea? ඔය දෙක තමයි දුන්න homework එක. Look at the screen. Let's give them the screen. Number 6. Thinking කියන එක හරිද වැරදිද? So let's say you missed the episode, the first part of this episode. Please watch it on YouTube. This is very important because now we are like trying to understand the non-action verbs clearly, whether you can have it or not. Please try to watch this on YouTube. Ask your children also to watch it so that they can clearly learn the grammar rules, right? Okay, so what are you thinking about my idea? Right? මේක කාටරි කියන්න බලා මේක වැරදි නෑ නේ. ඉතින් මගේ කාටරි මූණ දිහා බලලා එයා මගේ අදහස ගැන හිතන්න දැන් මං කාගේ හරි මූණ දිහා බලලා එයා හරි බරට හිතනවා ඒ මොකක් හරි මම කියපු දෙයක් ගැන මම අදහසක් දුන්නා. එතකොට මට පේනවා යාගේ ඔළුවේ වැඩ කරන්නේ මම කියපු අදහස කියලා. දැන් මට පේන කියන්න පුළුවන් වගේ මට පේනවා අනේ මෙයා මං කියපු අයිඩියා එක ගැන නේද මේ හිත ඉන්නේ බලන්නකෝ කියලා මට පේනවා. අන්න එහෙම පුළුවන් නම් ඔයාට පේනවා නම් අරයා හිතන දේ you can say what are you thinking about my idea? No problem. Right? But සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔයා අදහසක් ඉදිරිපත් කරලා ඔයා කෙනෙක්ගෙන් අහන්නේ ඔයාට මොකද හිතෙන්නේ? ඔයාට මොකද හිතෙන්නේ? එහෙම නේද අහන්නේ? ඔයාට මොකද හිතෙන්නේ මගේ අදහස ගැන? Look at the screen. So now you want their opinion. You want their opinion. It's different. So opinion එකක් අහද්දී අපි අහන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් what do you think? So this is wrong. This is wrong. Usually you say, what do you think? What do you think about my idea? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මෙහෙමයි මේව දැන් අහන්න පුළුවන් මේ ඇයි යා මේ චූටි ඒව what are you thinking කිව්වත් what do you think කිව්වත් මොකද්ද මේකේ තියෙන වැරද්ද? ඔයත් කියුරසි කියන ගමන්ට යද්දි මේ වගේ චූටි දේවල් ටික හදාගත්තා නම් ගොඩක් grammar points හරි යනවා. So I have worked with many students, adults, especially adults. When they talk, there are no like major mistakes in their speech. It's just these little things, especially with non-action verbs. When you feel the non-action verbs, you can just do it comfortably. But if you don't feel it, then it's going to be a problem because it's like really awkward even for the natives, and also if you are planning to sit for an international exam, can be IELTS, TOEFL, PT, whatever it is, it's going to give you, it's going to show your examiner that you are not that fluent and you're not proficient in English, because those exams will check how proficient you are using the language. So not only because of that, we are trying to learn the language, and we are learning the language. Sometimes we are learning the language not the correct way. It's not the correct way, right? Know why you do it. Know why it happens. So it's all about that. So ing යන්නේ verbs කටට හුරු වුණාට පස්සේ ing කීයටවත් යන්නේ නැහැ. I am knowing her කියලා කීයටවත් කියන්නේ නැහැ. I know her කියලා කොහොම හරි කටට එනවා. හැබැයි එතනට එන්න පොඩක්ව ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. knowing එක බෑ කියලා ඔළුවට දාගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ඇක්ෂන් එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ඉතින් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකෙන් එනවා. හැබැයි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? Okay. So, yeah, look at the screen. Next one. The government is worried because the number of people without jobs is increasing. But I don't know whether they're talking about the Sri Lankan government or some other government. Anyway, no offense. So, just look at the sentence. මේ sentence එකේ ඇත්ත නැත්ත ගැන හිතන්න නැතුව බලන්න. The government is worried because the number of people without jobs is increasing. The government is worried. ඒ කියන්නේ present එකේ තියෙන. දැන් government එක උන් හරියට worry වෙලා ඉන්නේ. මොකටද? People without jobs increases or is increasing? නෑ, ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙනවනේ මේ වෙලාවේ වැඩි වෙන හින්දායි මේගොල්ලෝ worried ඉන්නේ. Repeatedly වෙන දෙයක් දැන් මම දන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් sentence එකේ හැටියට මේක හරි. මොකද මේ වෙලාවේ වැඩි වෙන හින්දා තමයි government එක worried වෙලා ඉන්නේ. Right. Number 8, I'm usually going to work by car. Now this you saw earlier as well. You have a time word, usually. I'm usually going කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? Usually? No. When you have usually, it is all about repeated action. Actions which are in your routine. Or these actions are like always true. You do it every day, every night, every week. It happens all the time. Not always, sometimes, usually ඕන වෙලාවක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් සිද්ධ වෙන දෙයක් නම් you won't say I'm usually going to work by car, but you'd say, so it's wrong, you'd say I usually go. Usually go. Right, okay, next one. Okay, so it's about right and wrong sentences. මේ ටික හරියට කරගත්තොත් හරියට ඔළුවට ගියා නම් you are like mastering the tense. ඉතින් master කරන්න tense එකක් නිකන් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා, formation ඉගෙන ගන්නවා විතරක් නෙමෙයි. tense එකක් master කරනවා කියන්නේ tense එක ඇඟට දැනෙන්න ගන්නවා කියන එක. ඇඟට දැනෙන එකයි නිකන් පොතක පතක ඔහේ තියෙන එකක් ඔහේ ගිරව වගේ ගිරව දාන එකයි කියන්නේ like two different things. You need to feel the tense. You need to feel it. දැනෙන්න ඕනේ tense එක. දැනෙද්දි තමයි අපි නිකම්ම නිකම්ම හරියනවා කරන ඒවා. ගොඩක් අය අහන දෙයක්නේ like when people talk fluently and when people talk like very comfortably without making any mistake. How do they do that? කියලා හැවුවොත් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට tenses එහෙම දැනෙනවා ඇඟට. It's like it's part of them. So they don't have to think much when they are doing when they are like conversing with someone. So you are going to take yourself to that level. For that, you need to feel the tense. Feeling kind of මේ වගේ චුටි activities වලින් you can feel the tense and learn the concept clearly. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to present or I'm going to teach you something very interesting. I told you some tenses are like superheroes. Yes, truly, some tenses are superheroes. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා simple present එකේ can you remember when we were talking about the usages of simple present? Simple present කියන්නේ I work, you work, they work. It arrives. ඔක්කොම simple present නේ. Right? මේවා වල අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා වර්තමානයේ කතා කරන්න. Simple present is වර්තමානයේ තමයි. It's about the present, it's about the now. And also, can you remember we were talking about fixed plans in the future? I have a meeting tomorrow. And also you were talking about train schedules, bus schedules. It arrives, the bus reaches goal at 7 a.m. It was simple present. So simple present not only talks about present tense, you can use it to talk about future and fixed plans, schedules as well. එක tense එකෙන් කාල දෙකකට යන්න පුළුවන්. මේ වගේ තව එහෙටයි මෙහෙටයි මම present එකේ කියලා මෙහෙම present එකේම හිටගෙන ඉන්නේ නැහැ. Present progressive tense එකට, present continuous tense එකට යන්න පුළුවන් future එකට. Yes. And that's why I called this tense a superhero, because this tense can even talk about future. So learning this tense would be like killing two birds with one stone. කුරුල්ලෝ දෙන්නෙක් එක ගලෙන් මරනවා වගේ තමයි මේ ටෙන්ස් එක ඉගෙන ගන්න එක. මම මේකට ඕවර්විව් එක දීලා අපි අනිත් සුමානේ මේක ගැන වැඩිපුර කතා කරමු. බලන්න අපි කතා කරන්නේ මේ Tom ගේ schedule එක ගැන. Now you know what present progressive is. Tom ඉන්නවා නම් ඔයා දන්නවා Tom එක්ක Tom යමක් කරනවා කියන්න you would say Tom is verb ing. If you want to mean that Tom is not doing something, then you would say Tom isn't verb ing. Tom මොන හරි දෙයක් කරනවද කියලා ප්‍රශ්නය අහන්න, then you would say is Tom verb ing. So this is the whole formation, the three formations of sentences. Now I say you can use the same sentence to talk about future. Here you see future. අපි මෙච්චර වෙලා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ මේ වෙලාවේ සිද්ධ වෙමින් තියෙන දෙයක්. මේ දවස්වල සිද්ධ වෙමින් තියෙන දෙයක් ගැන කතා කරන්න විතරයි. හැබැයි ඔයා කියනවා නේද මේ විදියට? I am going there tomorrow. He is planning a trip next week. They are playing cricket next month. Next month? They are playing? They are playing now ne. They are playing cricket these days ne. They are playing cricket next month. Yay! හරියටම හරි ඕක. හරියටම හරි. මේ future එක තමයි. This is the future. But it's a very special future. Okay, look at the screen. Let's finish Tom's diary and we can start from there next week, right? Okay. So as you can see, Tom, Monday, 2 p.m. දැන් හිතන්න මේ ඔක්කොම future එකේ තියෙනවා. මේ අනිත් සුමාන ගැන කියලා හිතන්නක කියන්නේ 10. Tennis, 2 p.m. Right? So this is Tom's schedule for next week. Look at the screen. He is playing tennis on Monday afternoon. He is playing. He's playing. Look at the screen, right? He's playing tennis on Monday afternoon. And next one you have, he is going to the dentist on Tuesday morning. Going. He is going to the dentist on Tuesday morning. Future. Next week ne දැන් මේ කතා කරන්නේ. He is having dinner with Anne on Friday. Right, let's use another color. He is having dinner with Anne next Friday. He's having on Friday. මේ ඔක්කොම future එකේ. මේ සතියේ නෙමෙයි අනිත් සතියේ තියෙන දේවල් මේ Tom ගේ කියන්නේ. මේ මොනවාද? මේ Tom හොඳටම ලෑස්ති වෙච්ච හොඳට arrange කරපු plan කරලම තියෙන අනාගතේ. ඔන්න present continuous වලින් අපි තව කාලයක් touch කරන්නයි යන්නේ. Let's start it from there. Next week, have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week.